driving the new 2024 Toyota Tacoma in the hills of Malibu today. This is the mid-trim TRD Pre-Runner. Let me show you around. There is 6 trims of the Toyota Tacoma. This is the 2.4 liter turbo. We also get hybrids in the Tacoma, but we don't have any on this drive in particular. Toyota says there is a Tacoma for everyone, which it explains why there's so many different trims and specs and packages you can have. So right now, let's just talk about this extra cab, 6-foot bed Pre-Runner, TRD Pre-Runner spec that I have. It is a 2-seater, as you can see. And we have a nice big truck bed. You can get this in a 5-foot or a 6-foot. I love when it has a soft open like that. Nice big bed. We have lots of tie downs, lots of functionality back here. As you can see, we have cloth seats in this trim. And as I mentioned, the extra cab, which is a 2-seat configuration. And this folds completely flat, as you can tell. Very functional space. Lots of interior cargo space as well. You also get some under storage there, and it looks like a jack. We have a fully digital driver display, a very comfortable leather wrapped steering wheel, and an 8-inch touch screen that is only on the lower trims, and on the upper trims you get a 14-inch screen. I want to show it to you. It is massive. We had it for the off-road portion in the TRD off-road. This TRD Pre-Runner is a 2-wheel drive, and it is a 2.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder getting 278 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. It is an 8-speed automatic, though you can get the Tacoma in a manual transmission, which I just took out for a drive before this one. Amazing winding roads up here in the hills of Malibu, and surprisingly the Tacoma feels pretty well at home on these winding roads. Although I will say, I feel like they're more suited to a sports car, and I have a Lexus vehicle to drive on this trip, so I'm definitely taking it on some of these winding roads later. This TRD Pre-Runner is comfortable, capable, and this one will set you back $38,100. I'm heading back to the ranch now to see about showing you a different trim. I'm going to try and get one that seats 5 with 4 doors, and perhaps a higher trim to show you that bigger screen. First thing I noticed was power running boards. So those will go up and down on their own. We've got that limited badging on it. Front end looks a little different as well, of course. On this top trim, I see air vents along the fenders, fender flares, and then I believe it also, this looks like the 5-foot bed on this limited trim, and I believe this is a power, it is, tailgate. This top limited trim will set you back around $52,000. And then we have the hybrids in the Tacoma that we are going to be covering in separate content. Okay, let's take this Tacoma off-road. This is a really cool trail. Was this here?
Yes.
Okay.
Then we're gonna have a hard left here. There you go. And stop. Stop. Right there. That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, this is an important.
Drop in. The other side's gonna want to drop into that hole. There you go. We've got about almost a 30-degree incline right here as well. So 25 to 30 degrees down the hill. Plenty of traction.
I'll slip it again. Yeah, because it's loose.
It's not going to do anything. Actually, it's off-road cruise control, so you want to be in gear. It'll do forward or reverse. So if you're driving along and you pull up somewhere and you actually want to keep it in crawl control, you can go straight into reverse, and it'll go. Go straight out. If you hang out in neutral for more than 3 seconds, then it'll disengage. And the trick is just trusting it and bringing your feet totally off the pedals and letting it do work. So for this little section here, let's give it a little bit of gas and let's let it override.